Good evening. What reminded you to be humble and kind? What really taught you those principles? My name is Christine Dene, and I'm going to tell you a story that both broke and built my heart. At 14, I began working at the local Kentucky Fried Chicken. I worked as many hours as I could, and I loved every minute of it. I began working with two ladies in their mid-30s and their mother. After 2 years of working there, at 16, they gave me keys to the store, which was more responsibility, a lot of problem solving, and I loved all of it. One day, at one of the manager meetings, a discussion came up to solve a problem regarding being short on money on all the drawers after any of these ladies have worked. The general manager decides that they must be terminated because they have to be stealing the money. That's the only reason that we don't have it. As I think about it and I'm sitting there, I've now worked with them for 2 years, and I've never had any reason to believe that they would do such a thing. So I request that we do not terminate them. We decide, after speaking about it, that we're going to speak with them. If it happens again, place them on probation, and a third time would cost them their jobs. We speak with them. The next week goes by, and the drawers are short again. They're now placed on probation. The ladies are all super upset, very discouraged, and very disappointed. So I decide, since I've known them the longest, that I'm just going to have a conversation with them and see if there's anything that I can do to help. I pull the oldest daughter in the office and ask her to close the door. I ask her if there's anything she'd like to discuss on the topic. She begins to sob. I'm confused because I did not ask her in a mean way and I offered help. Why is she crying? She looks at me and asks me not to tell, and she admits she cannot read, write, or do math. She cannot make change because she does not know how. She was embarrassed. So was I. Over the 2 years of working with them, I not once noticed that they struggled at all. I had assumed that because I could read and write and do math from a young age that everyone else could too. I never took into account that others are different and may have struggles such as those. I asked them if they'd like to learn how to read and write and do math. She says that they would love to. I speak with the other managers and we decide that we're going to place them doing duties that are other than working on those drawers. Every night I work with them on change, on the value of the coins and the bills, and we get them enrolled in an alternative education program so that they can learn to read and write and do math. From this, I learned to never assume things and always have conversations. And I learned to always be humble and kind. I hope that you did too from this story. Thank you for listening.